Hello all the crazy people out there, my name is Dragonite, welcome back to Pokemon Ultra Moon. So last time, we ascended most of Mount Lanakila. I don't know exactly how much of it is left, but there's at least a little bit of it. We did a lot of fighting. We evolved, finally, our final team member, Streamba Crow, our level 55 here Dragonite. And the rest of my team isn't quite caught up with that in terms of level, but they probably will be soon. Gonlahas 53, 53, 54, 53, 54. So we should be we should probably be all rounded out around level 55. Hopefully by the time we get around to fighting the Elite Four. So let's go in here and let us go and let's see. So I went down this way the last time. I'm pretty sure I saw all the stuff there is to see down there. I'm pretty sure I hit the dead end, and it seems like onwards is this way. So let's go talk to this ace trainer here. You keep losing, but I think the next battle I'm gonna win. You had to have won at least some battles if you've got to this point, you know. This is not like part of the game where just anybody could get to ace trainer Jada, or Yeda, depending on your opinions on the letter J. So we're gonna see how you shape out here. You're gonna have a Vanillix, and let's see. I'm gonna lead with Gonlahas, and you know what? So, you are extremely, like, super effective on me, but I also feel like, since I'm going for, like, mixed attackering here, I feel like there's a case to be made for taking, like, a flamethrower team or something and teaching it to you, because I want, like, Giga Drain, Special Attack, Rock Slide, Physical Attack, Earthquake. That Earthquake will probably be replaced by Earth Power at some point. Dragon Claw, I could take it or leave it. I kind of feel like maybe replacing Dragon Claw with Flamethrower or something and going more mixed attackery here. But we'll have to wait until after this battle for that. Let me go switch into Pico because Pico has the Fire type. And Pico is going to go and use his Fire type move on this Ice Cream Cone here. And you're not going to use like Ice Beam or Blizzard or anything. You're just going to use Hail. That makes sense. I guess this increases the accuracy of Blizzard should you decide to use that next. So let's see, do I assume that Blizzard is incoming? Are you going to be faster than me? You are going to use Acid Armor. That is complete nonsense. That's a bit of a problem because that's going to make your defense go up and make you sort of like less weak to fire than you would have been. And you're going to get some HP back from the hail. If it really comes down for it, I can wall break you by poisoning you with Burbrain. Just saying. Anyway, Ice Beam, which is also not Blizzard, is not going to do very much to Pico. And fortunately, through the defense buff, Fire Fang was enough to take you down. So that's nice. Gonlahas is going to grow to level 54. Pico is going to be buffeted by Hail. And Miss Magius is coming in. Miss Magius, I have a super effective move on. That is going to be Darkest Lariat here. Growl. Why it is episode 55 and you were using Growl? I would like an explanation for that. Alright, well, Miss Magius is going down. You're not going to be a problem any longer. And Pico has almost got a level there. That's nice. Should I bother healing with items after that? I guess I'll heal with a Moo Moo Milk after that. I'm at about half. Let me see. The Moo Moo Milk can be found here. And I also... No. I also said I wanted to go and look at... I've got the Flamethrower TM, don't I? Probably. Should I sort these by type finally? Sort these by number. Actually, by name would be easier, because I think Flamethrower is like TM35 or something. I do not have Flamethrower. Huh. That's weird. That's usually one you pick up during the main story. I have Ice Beam, I assume I've got Thunderbolt. I don't have Thunderbolt either. Interesting. I wonder if I missed an area or if I have to like buy it at a store and I didn't have enough money when I had that opportunity or something. Whatever. So we're gonna go use another Repel, and I guess I'll just run into this fight with Gonlahas out front, and we're gonna fight this. Okay, so this is an ace veteran duo. I guess I'll talk through this one too because this should be a decent fight. Let's see. Master and Apprentice. The ace trainers themselves are pretty good combatants, and the veterans themselves are better than ace trainers. So having one of each should be a decent fight here. So, you have a Glalie. I am also not really in the mood for facing a Glalie, so I'm going to switch out to Pico once again, I think. Bird Brain. I'm going to have Bird Brain toss out some Stealth Rocks, because there's a 5 Pokemon in this fight, 3 more waiting, and I'd like to do a little bit of residual damage on them before they can really do anything annoying. Dark Pulse is going to hit Bird Brain and not allow me to go and use Stealth Rocks. That's great. Okay. I am going to Fire Fang. Both of you are weak to fire. I'm going to Fire Fang Glalie because I want to get rid of Glalie more than I want to get rid of Vikavolt. And you're going to use Blizzard. Okay. Zap Cannon, oh dear. Oh, you didn't target Bird Brain? I expected you to target Bird Brain there. That's really weird. We're going to go and use Stealth Rocks. And I'm going to use Fire Fang on Glalie. That should be enough to take you down. It is. Okay, so Glalie's going down, and I'm going to go gain a level. Pico is now level 55. I think this is probably time for Pico to exit the battlefield. Flare Blitz, finally. Okay. Fire Fang can go, I think. And I just had a thought. And I've never seen this happen in all my years of playing Pokemon, but it has to happen once in a while. But so I learned Flare Blitz over Fire Fang there. This is a double battle. It is possible if, for example, Bird Brain were to have taken someone down and Pico get experience. Let's say Bird Brain, like, I don't know, took down Vikavolt somehow, and Pico gains experience, grew to level 55, and I learned Flare Blitz over Fire Fang. But if I had still selected Fire Fang for that turn, and what would happen when it actually came my turn around? Because at that point, I would no longer have the move Fire Fang. Would the move just fail, or would I use it? Would I get to use it anyway? I feel like I would probably get to use it anyway, because as far as the game is concerned, I already, like, submitted that input. But you could also make the argument that, like, it'll just fail because I don't have that move anymore. I've never seen that happen before. I really want to know what happens if you do that.
Hey.
Anyway, so, I'm gonna switch out, and I think we're gonna switch out to Gonlahas because I don't really want to feel the wrath of another Zap Cannon or anything like that. I'm also gonna have Bird Brain switch out for basically the same reason. I think Fusor Da is going to have the next best resistance to Zap Cannon. So, let's see. We are gonna switch in. We're gonna switch out. Gonlahas is going to come in. You are going to use Zap Cannon, and okay, so Zap Cannon also qualifies as a move that Bulletproof is basically immune to. The only one that's going to hit is going to be Gonlahas, and it's not even going to do that much. I mean, Fusor Da. Okay, critical hit doesn't help, but still. I have a Rock Slide with Vikavolt's name written all over it. I have a Brick Break with Tyranitar's name written all over it. We're gonna go and use Rock Slide, and that's gonna do a decent chunk to Vikavolt. I was hoping for more, but whatever. This should be enough to take Tyranitar down. Thank you. Alright, 4 times weak to Brick Break. No more Tyranitar. Fusor Da is going to grow to level 54. And you love to see those defenses going up the way that they are. Bird Brain is going to grow to level 54. Bug Buzz. I guess that's your best move. That's sort of a neutral hit here. It did more than I thought it was going to, admittedly. But Bisharp is coming in next. It did more than I thought it was going to. But I'm going to go and use Rock Slide again because Earthquake, you have Levitate, so I can't really hit you with Earthquake. And I'm just going to go Brick Break Bisharp again because you're also 4 times weak to fighting. Alright. Iron Head is going to Sting. Okay, so I guess I'm not going to use Rock Slide. Brick Break is going to take down Bisharp. Bisharp is, honestly, you would think it's more defensive than it is, because it looks pretty defensive visually, and it's part steel. But its defenses really aren't that good. Its, main claim to fame is its offenses. Have I ever used a Bisharp in-game? I don't think I have. Anyway, Logvakor can come on in, and Logvakor is going to go, and I think I'm just going to use Scald here. Hoping that's a nice neutral hit. Oh, did I select Brick Break? That's a resisted hit. It didn't matter. Alright. So you're going down, and is there one more Pokemon? I think there's one more Pokemon. Your last Pokemon is going to be... Just don't be a water type or a grass type. Fortress, alright. That's fine. Fortress, that's going to break your sturdy. I don't think I'm really going to be able to take you down in one hit regardless, though. I'm going to use Scald. Scald should do a decent chunk of damage. Brick Break should also do a decent chunk of damage. And I think Fortress is not really going to get a chance to get anything off here. Alright, goodbye, Fortress. Very nice. So, let's see. I've been recording this video for about 10 minutes now, and we've just done 2 fights. But those have been decently interesting fights. But thank you for the lunch money. I am going to go and... Do I want to heal manually? Let me step outside and see if there's anything more. Okay, so is there more to Victory Road? What's on top of this elevator? Is there like another part of the cave? Max Revive. Alright, that's a fairly fancy item to be finding just on the ground somewhere. Let's go step up here, because I can't remember if there's any more to Victory Road here, or if we're at the top already. I do like the longer Victory Roads. I like it when you can really sink your teeth into a dungeon, but it seems that we reached the Pokemon Center, so I guess that's the end of the line. Alright, so let me go and heal. Oh, I can stand, like, off to the side here. I've never tried to talk to Nurse Joy from the side here, even though this desk is a semicircle. Alright, so, let's see. Can I by any chance, like, buy Flamethrower here? It didn't say you're a TM department. No Flamethrower. I don't know where I get that. I feel like I have to have missed it at some point. I have to have found the TM for Flamethrower at some point in here. Anyway. Matter Memorial. Oh, are you the movie learner? Heart Scales. Alright, so let's go and see. I don't know what the moves that everyone learns through level up are off the top of my head. There's a chance that, like, Flygon has Earth Power as an earlier level up move that I would have to relearn. Dragon Rush Hyper Beam. Really? Uproar, Sandstorm, Dragon Tail, Earth Power. Alright, I'm gonna go and learn Earth Power. And we're gonna go and get rid of Earthquake. And this is gonna take a slight reduction in damage output, but it is gonna be a special attack, and I do think I need a little bit more special attack on this team. So, we'll do that. What about anybody else? Does Pico have any fun level 1 moves or anything? Bulk Up, Throat Chop. What is that? That's violent. Prevents them from using sound moves for 2 turns. Okay. I'm gonna not think about that. Bite, Swagger, Fury, Swipes, Thrash, Flamethrower, Scary Face, Outrage? Really? This thing can learn Outrage? Interesting. I don't think I'm gonna do it. Cross Chop. These aren't moves that I've already had the chance to learn. Is this like, can I just learn any level up move now? Because these feel like level 60 moves or something like that. Hang on, let me go see. I'm fairly sure Outrage is still coming up on Strewn Bakwo. So, let's go and come over here. Outrage, Hyper Beam, yeah. These have to be, like, future level up moves that I have the chance to learn now. Alright, that's interesting. I guess we're at the end of the game. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna go and take Outrage, and we're going to go and give Dragon Claw a 50% boost. And let's see. That's gonna be a nice increase to our power output. Anything else? Let me go through the list here. Fusrodoc and learn Belly Drum, which is funny to me. I don't know why I didn't expect it. Just look at the thing. But probably not going to happen. Alright, we've also got the opportunity to learn Outrage. We've got Dragon Dance. I forget if that one came up as a level up move already or not. And we've got Close Combat. Close Combat's a definite yes. I definitely want a stronger fighting type move. We're going to go and get rid of Brick Break, I think, for that. And Let's see, we can use close combat. Oh, because of the like accidental like move mix-up thing I did when I reset my save, I think I've got some free like PowerPoint ups on close combat already, don't I? Okay, no, that got overwritten. So I forget what I replaced Brick Break with. I think it was some TM move or another, and I dumped some PowerPoint ups on it in the take of the recording that I didn't end up saving, and I forgot to erase them. But I forgot if for a moment I was thinking like, do PP ups like persist when you relearn a move? But no, they don't. Anyway, let's go and see what else I can learn. All right, nobody else has a move that I really care about, so I think I will go and take Outrage, and we can teach Outrage to Fooster Daw in place of Dragonclaw. And let's see, that is much the same as the case on Strewn just a minute ago. We're going to increase Dragonclaw's power by 50%. We'll be locked into it, but who cares? As long as the Fairy type doesn't come out, I should be okay. And we are going to exit the Pokemon Center, and is it time to hit the Pokemon League? Let's see. What are you doing here for, standing here very conspicuously? If I can beat them all, maybe I'll show you my full power too. What? Where are they? Oh, Route 5 Pony... Oh, okay, so you are like the boss trainer of the boss trainers? Route 5 and Pony Plains. Pony Plains is, I think... can I bring up the map? How do I get the map? Can I tap Rotom here? No, I want the map. Rotom, let me see the map. There we go. No, that's the Pokedex. Where's the map? It's not still an item, is it? I thought... Okay, so apparently there is no town map item in the inventory, and there's no map entry on the menu, and I can't just tap Rotom on the bottom screen and view the map, because Rotom insists on talking to me, which is so much less useful than just seeing a map. Like, that's a really... actually insane oversight that there is just no map in the game besides opening the fly menu. Like, you don't get this until halfway through the game. That's a really weird oversight. Anyway, the reason for all this is that Pony Plains is, I'm pretty sure, that part of Pony Island that I haven't been to yet here, yeah. So I'll have to go fight a boss trainer there before I can go and talk to this guy. So we'll save that for the post-game. And in the meantime, let's start making our way up to the Pokemon Center. So, I think I am done with repels for now, thank you very much. We're gonna go up this way. And, is that Kukui? I thought it was, what's-his-face, Gladion for a minute. But then I saw that it was a white coat and not, like, white hair. Alright. You've come a long way. You made it through all the trials and grand trials that make up the island challenge. Congratulations. Aren't you cold? Oh, I wish I picked that answer instead. I can't help but remember when you first chose your partner back on Route 1, yeah? Just one thing left for you to do, take on the Pokemon League. This is where the real fun starts. Mount Lanakila is where we've always finished up the island challenge. We built our Pokemon League right here, as high into the heavens as we could get, to show our respect for our legendary Pokemon and to honor it. I still remember it like it was yesterday. I went all the way to Indigo Plateau, yeah? Right to the Pokemon League headquarters. And I went right at them, cousin. Those gym leaders in Kanto really messed my team and me up. But then I saw my team battling for me through it all, pouring their souls into their moves for me. And then that last guy, the dragon user in the cape. Oh, sorry. Enough about me. Let's get you in there, yeah? But before you head on in, make sure you're good and ready. You won't be able to come back out. So... I was honestly less long-winded than I expected him to be. Let's go and, what do you Ace Trainer people have to say? You may pass. Alright, so you're gonna both say the same thing, and let's head on in. So, let's see. 4 trainers. Every Pokemon League in a region all over the world features 4 fantastic trainers called the Elite Four. And here in Alola, too, we've got 4 trainers all lined up for our Pokemon League. You'll win your way past them. Alright, so I know how the Elite Four works. I don't need to spend more time on this. Alright, so we are going to go, and I don't remember which one is which. I don't really even remember which types I'm going to be fighting. That's Gray? That's... Oh. Oh, no, the thing here, it's gray because I haven't done it yet. Is that rock? This is... Oh, that's gray. So I'll draw arrows on the screen where I was looking. Rock, I'm gonna guess steel. Over here, purple. It could be ghost or psychic, or fairy is usually a lighter pink than that. That's a wing, that's flying. Oh, I do remember this this Elite Four member. I feel like every Pokemon game has like at least one Elite Four member who I'm like, should I know you? You're talking to me like I should know you, but I don't remember where you came from. And I feel like Kahili was that in original Sun and Moon. Have we I think we've learned of you by name. I don't know if we actually met you. I think someone was talking about you earlier. Like some NPC or something. You're like a golfer or something? Were the NPCs down on the end of Akala Island who were golfing talking about you or something like that? I feel like they were. Anyway, let's look at my team. So I think I'm going to go and let's switch Birdbrain out front because Birdbrain is a lead with Stealth Rocks and stuff. I'm probably going to do this in every important fight from here on out. My name is Kahili. A few years ago, I was a champion on the Island Challenge 2, just like you. I've been traveling... Alright, so... You are a golfer. I'm not going to go and read all your dialogue. So let's see how long this is going to take. Sometimes I will do the thing where I do one Elite Four per video. I feel like... Because... The main reason I do that is because, like, sometimes I need a break. And I need to work on videos that aren't, like, long. And the Elite Four battles usually aren't that long. But since I am double posting this at the same time as, like, another game at the same time, I don't want the Elite Four to take, like, a month to get through. So I'm gonna go and, see if I can get through all these guys in maybe not one video, but 2 videos before taking on the champion. Let's see. So you're gonna start with the Brave Bird from Braviary. That's gonna do nothing. And, I do like Braviary, don't get me wrong. Really cool flying-type Pokemon. But... I don't think it can really do anything to a Skarmory. I could Toxic you, and I could just, like, wear you down like that. I don't know if I really want this to take forever, though, like I just said. Alright, you're gonna do it again. Who on my team do I have who can really, like, just take more of these? So, like, the stalling strategy is valid. You're probably gonna kill Birdbrain eventually. Or at least, you'll do a lot of damage to Birdbrain faster than I can do damage to you. I can stall with Fly. Another Brave Bird should bring me down to the red, but not kill me unless you get a critical hit. Alright, yeah, that's what I thought. So I'm just gonna waste a turn or two on Poison and let this do its thing. You'll probably heal if you get down too low without... Yeah, I feel like this is going to put you in healing range. Yeah, you're going to heal. Alright, I'll take this opportunity for a free switch. Look, the core has a flying type move. I mean, an ice type move, which I think might be useful here. So we'll take this opportunity to just switch out. And... yeah, you're going to use the full restore. I did go off screen and buy a bunch of those, by the way. Healing items, just in case I need them. I don't foresee myself really being in that much trouble, but you're level 56, by the way, so slightly stronger than I am. This is about where I would want to be in terms of power. If I was equal level to the Elite Four... Ooh, that one hurt. If I was equal level to the Elite Four, I would feel like I was just a little bit too, like, overpowered. And if I... This doesn't actually look that good. If I was, like, too many levels weaker than them, I would feel like I have catching up to do. The problem is nobody on my team is fast. Streambekwo has a priority move. We'll use that. This is going to break my multi-scale, and perhaps there are better things to use my multi-scale on, but Brave Bird is going to, let's see how much this does. Alright, that actually did more than I thought it was going to. You almost took yourself down on recoil. Let's go and extreme speed you. I could have used Dragon Dance and just let you take yourself down on Brave Bird. Interesting idea. Anyway, Logvacor is going to grow a level, and you're going to send in Mandibuzz next. So Mandibuzz is like the defensive equivalent to Braviary. I think I'm going to go and... Do I really still have Fly? Actually, I didn't learn that long ago, did I? I think that was a fairly recent addition. Alright, so you're going to use Flatter to raise my special attack and confuse me. That is not quite as much of a dramatic trade-off as Swagger, but it's still definitely an inconvenience. I don't have any special attacks that I could take advantage of that with. And I'm locked into Outrage, so I can't switch out. But that's okay, we hit through it. And Strewn Bakro is going to gain a level. Toucanon is up next. Okay. The Outrage... Oh, the Outrage wore off, but I'm already confused, so it didn't really, like, make a difference. Neat. Let's just do it again. So you are going to... Okay, Snapped out of confusion, good. You're going to heat up your beak, I think that said, and I don't know what you're going to... Is that like a flying type focus punch or something? Or like, you're a flying water, right? Or a water type focus punch or something? Oh, I got burned. Okay. That's going to put a bit of a damper on my Outrage strategy here. But you're fire flying and you took half damage from that. Wasn't I already confused? Oh no, I snapped out of confusion, that's right. So I'm burned and confused. I want to see if I can do it. So with my attack cut in half because of the burn. Okay, so you're going to do like confusion flinching. I am down to 1 HP. And no dice. Alright, nice try. It was worth a try. Let's see. Next, let's bring in... Gone Lahas. I haven't used you still as much as I really feel like I would like to, so we'll just bring you in, and you're a fire type. Rock Slide is going to be doing extra damage to you. It should do damage to pretty much your entire team unless you have a Skarmory or something of that nature as well. Okay, that took down the Oricorio. And what's your last Pokemon? Halucha. Okay, so Halucha is also going to take neutral damage from rocks. Mold Breaker. That means you can hit me with Earthquake should you want to. I don't know why you would want to. Dragon Claw is going to do the most damage here out of everything I have. Flying Press. Okay, that did more than half, but not like a terrifying amount. Wow, really? I'm surprised that didn't do more. Alright, Halucha. Let me think. Who do I want to bring in after this? We have Pico. Flare Blitz is going to be a neutral hit, but it's going to be a very strong neutral hit. Let's go and use Flare Blitz. Alright. So, Pico is going to go and see how much I can do to this thing. I feel like Halucha is always a little bit more defensive than I give it credit for being. Alright, so that almost took me down. If I do win this, Pico is going to go down because of the recoil. Alright, so I don't think anyone's going to get experience from this one, unfortunately. Yeah. No experience for that one. But we have defeated Kahili, and we are going to get a lot of lunch money for that because of the amulet coin. Alright. Let's see. So that's going to be 1 out of the 4. That didn't take too long. How am I doing on time? Alright, I think I'm going to leave it off here. And in the next video, I'm going to try and get through the last 3 without too much trouble. So, oh, the teleporter's over here. My name is Dragonite. This has been Pokemon Ultra Moon. Next time, hopefully we'll be getting through the rest of the Elite Four, and we'll be moving on to whatever comes after that. Anyway, you should all go check out Wizarducks and the Lost Hat, which is one of the games that I like to work on when I'm not doing YouTube stuff. Link to the Steam page can be found down below. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.